will be the talk of tiebreakers as Harriman takes the lead from DeLong, has contact.
And look at this to the inside.
Vermillion to the inside. And trouble! Harrell's in it.
Harrell and DeLong making contact out of turn number 4. What does that do to the 94 machine?
That might. Wow.
Car's rolling.
How's the suspension look?
Ooh, it's pretty bent. It looks like he has an upper control arm or a ball joint. I think the championship run is done. Coming into 3.
This is what I was worried about.
It looked like Rich DeLong got into the 94.
Now, do you know why that's a point that I'm bringing up?
Because there's another DeLong going for a title?
Because there's a DeLong going for the championship. So I'm just, Tommy and I, we call it like we see it. I'm not saying for sure,
Harold's
absolute 100% that, we know Harold's raced with these guys for a long time. I don't feel like the DeLongs would go out there and be like, But what I wanted to know was, did DeLong spin him or did something else start that?
Right.
And
there was definitely
the unfortunate, the absolute no question is that the 57 got into the 94. The 57 is the father of the 84 going for the championship. And one of the ways to prevent the 94 from winning the championship is to make sure it doesn't finish the race.
Now, there was also another issue going into 3 as well. The 11 and I believe the 64 did make some contact.
That's right.
So,
are you mentioning that the 11's going for the championship too, and the
right.
64 is driven by another?
I just
now this is we are treading the line of conspiracy, and what I'm not trying to do is suggest in any way. Like, the DeLongs have every reason to have as many of competitive cars out here for this race.
Absolutely.
Because the more cars that they have out here, the better chance DeLong has by them beating them straight up. It could be complete chance that Rich DeLong somehow accidentally got into Harrell. The problem is that there has to be an understanding from the DeLong family that if something like that happens, no matter what, it's going to look bad.
Right. Now, let's see. I thought it looked like that thing was damaged, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's got – I think it still is damaged. I think he's just winging it now. See a tire rub. Whew. Looks like that.
Maybe he found the secret to the setup. Now Harrell's not out of it.
No, he's got to try to – he is the points leader, so he's hoping that the other 2 title battles are going to take themselves out.
Harrell pulling it off from the restart zone, so he might either be feeling like – either he feels like we have a second, which
that's sparking. Yeah, I was afraid that left front was damaged.
Now is the tire down?
I wouldn't be surprised if that thing was rubbing. You can see the tire rub when he was going around the track.
I think it. So then there were 2 going for the championship. With that, it still doesn't eliminate Harrell from championship hopes, but if anyone else falls out of this race, it will, unless it's both of your guys going for the championship. Green flag is in the air. Robbie Harriman dives to the inside of Jason DeLong. He has to beat the 84 machine of Rich DeLong. The way this plays out, whoever beats who between the 11 and the 84 will be your champion.
Oh, boy. Now, another thing to point out, does Rich DeLong in the third, as he goes for the lead and the championship lead as well, does he have brakes at the end of this race?
They've had that issue throughout.
Yeah.
Don't forget, the last time we were racing, Rayburn was knocking the 84 back and forth throughout that whole race.
I'll show it here in a second.
Yeah, while we talk about who was beating the bumper on DeLong last time.
How about we have Tyler show the 94 while I show the lead? So, Tyler, if you can hear, the 94, go to that car.
Yeah, we're taking a look at the left front. Tommy, they fixed that suspension.
Wow.
What an effort by that team. And you see in timing and scoring, Harrell is 8 laps down. These are not the longest races. We got 20 laps to go at the line, and how about this contact with your championship leader? Rayburn's going to push DeLong all the way into turn number 1.
I got to ask, does DeLong have brakes?
DeLong looks like the 84 might be off the pace, or at least he's just like, let Rayburn go.
Yeah, no.
Brian Harrell, the 94 machine. Add the contact. Oh! Big trouble into the turn! Harrell has destroyed DeLong! And there's your answer, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Harrell has answered the call and ended up destroying Rich DeLong into turn number 1. Both these cars absolutely destroyed. And this is going to hand the championship over to Harriman. Here comes, as we take a look at a replay, oh, this is going to be big. Oh, huge hit there. As you see captured there on the replay. Nice catch there by Ruben. Well, Rayburn's given it a few chances, and it looks like he's going to do it and get the victory here tonight. As the 11 machine goes through turns 3 and 4, Robbie Harriman is going to win the 2020 Superstock Championship.